So so ultimately the basic courses are the ones that I get a lot of enjoyment from. The handgun courses, because we can carry handguns in most states legally, I think they're the ones that really, really to me are a little bit close to home, and that's because people carry guns on them, which means that they need to understand how to employ them and how to use them and how to protect their family, especially if they're out having dinner, if they're at IHOP or wherever it is, wherever they find themselves, the mall, having a good time. So the handgun is probably the most practical for civilians because it's the most likely gun that they're probably going to shoot somebody with. The you know critical infrastructure assault courses that I work with military and law enforcement, those are courses that I like because it's like playing chess. You don't get to play chess all the time, but when you start taking down buildings and you start doing shipboardings and you start taking down ships, and you always are dealing with problems, and solving problems on the fly are extremely important, and that's a mark of a good operator, is your ability to process a problem and solve it extremely quickly. And those courses I do have a lot of fun with as well. Practicality is most people that I work with, carry guns on them, handguns specifically. So whether you're a military guy conducting low profile operations overseas, you're probably carrying a handgun on you. And your handgun is going to be that first line of defense just for a second until you can get to your carbine or get it out or whatever it is you're doing if you're compromised. For a cop, typically the handgun is a first line of defense until they can fight their way with their handgun back to something bigger, i.e., a shotgun or a carbine back in their car, unless they roll up on scene already knowing what that particular environment is posing as far as a threat to them. So what you find consistently across the board is that the handgun is probably one of the most utilized weapon systems because it's the most um, wieldable system, and it's the most concealable system, which means you're always carrying it on you. As far as the critical infrastructure assault courses, they're awesome because it's a lot of CQB, it's a lot of people moving extremely quickly, solving problems. Same thing for the maritime. The One of the courses that I added this year was a 762 heavy course, and that is 400 and in. And the reason why it's 400 and in is because most engagements are very close. And when you look at going beyond 400 yards, at that point it gets a little bit out of my expertise, which is long range shooting. And if you're going to get into long range shooting, that is a complete another lifestyle. It's a complete devotion and understanding um, of shooting. So what I find is that you have these courses that are rifle rated courses, 50 or 100 yards and in, but nothing is really taught from 0 to 400 within line of sight. Can I get a hit? And 400 yards, is actually pretty far away in regards to shooting, but most people don't know what they can get away with in regards to a 400-yard shot. So that was a course that I added this year, and it's revolved around all these 7.62 guns that are out on the market right now.